Hello everyone, Charvin, and of course, I have to make a part 2 because I've got the 2 comments that you just saw. I have to make a part 2 because I need to explain this. First of all, OBS is kind of weird. A new update. What I mean by is, when you first start OBS, per se, right, and install it, there's this wizard thing that says it'll do the changes for you, like do all the settings for you. Please press no, because this is one of the things that messes up the OBS thing, because sometimes you'll have videos that are 3 minutes and just stop for no reason, even though you can like record more, or even black screens on the game capture, which is one of the reasons. If you press yes on the wizard thing, depending on your luck, it will do that to you, you know? But, now I'm saying but, because of this reason, the only way to fix it is either to uninstall OBS and reinstall it and press no, and then work your way on doing your settings. Another reason why your League of Legends game capture, which is the main argument about this, people were saying, game capture is not showing, it's a black screen. Okay, we'll do this. I have 2 displays already, so I could see what's going on. I'm using, pressing escape, okay? On video, in the settings of League of Legends, there's a windowed mode setting where you can press borderless, window, or full screen. If you downloaded League of Legends and did your thing, the automatic thing would be on full screen. And when you're on full screen, it does not show your game that much unless you have a second display. Which I have a second display, which is why it's showing. But if I press escape and get out of my game to check up on my thing, I'm on my display capture, which is why you can see my display capture. My game's not showing up. Why? Because I exit out of my game to check another screen, right? Say for I'm here, right here, on my goddamn screen. I click this game. It's black, whatever. Now it's showing up now. It looks like I'm actually having it. But the problem about full screen is that when you're going to check it and press escape, right? Look at what's right now. It's black screen, and then it goes to my display capture. This is the reason that I kind of knew, because when you change it back, we'll go back to the thing, you change it back to specifically borderless, okay? Borderless. I can see my game the same thing as it was on the full screen, but the difference is when I press escape, I can pretty much see it immediately. Still open. Okay? It's still open. And I can see it. So if I take away, literally, display capture, it's black. For some unholy reason. No matter what. Right? Like people said, they were complaining about this. It's a little bug, but it's kind of hard to tell, per se. Okay? And the bug always does this thing, depending on what screen type you're on, because you're changing the thing. And when you're changing the thing at the same time, it'll sometimes mess up. Okay? So, I'm going to go back to borderless, right? Once it's back to borderless, I'm going to get out of it, go to this, game capture, re-input this, and see if it will work with the display. And see specifically the thing. That is the problem. So we'll create a new one just to show, because it messes up sometimes. You have to have it in borderless. We got it in borderless, and we're on the black screen that I'm recording. And go game capture, add it, specific window, and we're going to do League of Legends client. And sometimes it may not work always, you know? Like, you have to click back onto the thing in borderless mode. Like, see that? It popped back up. As you guys can see, like, the first time I tried it, some reason didn't do it. You retry it to make sure. You don't just do it once and be like, oh, I don't know what to do, I'm going to comment. Try more than once, or rewind the video, because that's what my teacher tells me. And I do that but even before he told me that. Rewind it, check what you're doing, check more than like even 5 times. I don't care. Because even one little thing that you don't hear, like I say in my video, which of course I barely talk like loud enough. And I'm moving my thing right now, as you guys can see, to here. And as you can see, it's working now. It was a little bugged. It's a little bug. It sometimes happens. You sometimes have to press a new scene because sometimes it doesn't render correctly. Because this is OBS. It's not going to be perfect the first time you try it. Or the first time you're like, oh, I'm going to search this video up, okay? There's always going to be something. And I'm making this video as short as possible for you guys to understand this. If it's still not working, you can probably search up other old videos on League of Legends to see if there's any other problems, guys. It's that easy. Like, just listen carefully. Even if my voice sounds bad, I'm not speaking English to some people correctly, per se. It just gotta listen. And you see, it's fine in borderless. The problem reason why it was going black screen on OBS is because you're switching it at the same time as it's on. You gotta do it when you gotta turn it to borderless when you have it set up, then try to do a different option, exit out OBS, go back on OBS, do a new scene, put game capture, and do the TM client, not the other client. The other client is this one right here. As you can see, this is still open no matter what. When you win the game or lose the game, doesn't matter. The first screen game capture would exit out of it, and then you go to this game capture, which is why you have 2 game captures depending on what you're doing. But I like it in a way where if I exit or win the game, doesn't matter, exit, I can have literally the voting screen, or whatever this screen is, here on display. I kind of like it this way now because I watch Bricky. But doesn't matter. That is it. I'm making this short as possible because those 2 goddamn comments. I'm sorry for the first person that actually commented this a month ago. I was a bit busy and I wasn't online at the moment because I was frustrated in studying. But the guy that's next, it was like, read the comments, please. If the borderless doesn't work, and well, I don't know. Goodbye, guys. Okay, video is now edited. Let's export it for you guys. God damn. We'll call it content. There you go. It's gonna fucking work. Let's do it. And there goes the waiting. The stuff I do just to help people, it really hurts. It hurts a lot.